Yeah. So welcome back sir. Welcome to SG classes. मित्रों मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों भाइयों बहनों सुनो. So uh, in the last class we have done with the revision of chapter 2, right? So we'll do the scanner on the consideration. क्या है बेटा? Consideration. So as you know, this scanner contains the previous exam questions from 1995 till 2025 excluding वो CPT years, and it contains the model test paper questions and also the revision test paper questions and also the ICAI TYKs. Test your knowledge. If you can able to answer these questions, 90% guarantee I will give. In exam, nothing will go beyond this discussion. In fact, if your luck is good, I am leaking your question paper itself. शुरू करेंगे बेटा. Question 1. What do you understand by term consideration? ये क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में है बेटा, CA इंटर में, because before 2018 all these things are part of CA final beta once upon a time. So bill contract act also there in the CA intern and CA foundation. Then so this was asked in CA intern May 2012. So he's asking the what is the definition of the consideration. Consideration means when as per section 2D, when at the desire of the promiser, promisee or any other person has done, does, promises to do, past, present, future. Done or abstain from doing, does or abstains from doing, promises to do or abstain. It can be positive, it can be negative. Abstaining means stopping. Such activity positive, such abstinence negative, or promise called as a consideration for the promise. Definition beta already we have discussed in the revision class, we have discussed in the regular lecture also in depth. और definition लिखो तो आपको कितना मार्क मिलते बेटा? 4 मार्क मिलते. कितना? 4 मार्क. Check your pocket, 4 marks will be there. Next, this was asked so many times in the exam. How many times sir? 1 2 3 4 times है बेटा. To form valid contract, consideration must be adequate. Can I sell bench car for 10 rupees? 10 rupees can I sell beta? Yes, but the consent must be free consent. So Ishwar is not forcing me, I am not forcing him. He give 10 rupees, I give my bench car. Can I? Yes, mera car mera marzi. There is no coercion, there is no influence, there is no undue influence. Consent is free consent. Consideration need not be adequate, it can be grossly inadequate also, but consent given must be free consent. Done. Easy है ना बेटा? पानी पिए तो कैसे जाता? ऐसा जाना. सब्जेक्ट जा रहा, किधर जा रहा? अच्छे बच्चे बेटा. अरे लेंदी क्वेश्चन शुरू करेंगे बेटा. आदित्य बिजिया फ्री है ना? कुछ भी नहीं पूछना बेटा. Mr. Sohan Lal, which Lal? Sohan Lal sold 10 acres of his agricultural land to Mohan Lal. ये कौन है बेटा? Buyer. ये कौन है बेटा? Seller. Still no clear. On 25th April 2018 for 25 lakhs. How many acres is selling? 10 acres. For how many lakhs? 25 lakhs. Clear? Still no clear. So the property papers mentioned a condition among the other conditions that whosoever purchases the land is free to use 9 acres as per his choice, but remaining 1 acre has to be allowed to be used by Mr. Chote Lal, son of the seller, for carrying out farming or any other activity of his choice. Who's selling beta? Sohan Lal selling it to Mohan Lal. How many acres? 10 acres. Out of 10 acres, buyer can use only 9 acres. 1 acre, a bit beta, 10 acres, bit, single bit, 10 acres. Actually, he's selling 9 acres or 10 acres. 9 acres only. In fact, the bit is for 10 acres. So I will give the whole bit for 25 lakhs. But out of that, you can use only 9 acres. 1 acre you have to keep aside for the Chote Lal. Then on 12th October 2018, Sohan Lal died. वो मार गया बेटा. Who मार गया? Seller. Leaving behind his son and life. On 15th October 2018, the purchaser started construction of the auditorium in the whole 10 acres of the land and denied any land to Chote Lal. Now, Chote Lal wants to file a case against the purchaser and get the suitable redressal. Redressal means solution. Discuss in the light of the provisions of the Indian contract. He is asking the provision beta. He is asking the provision. Step number 1 likhna. He is asking. And decide upon Mr. Chote Lal's plan of action. See here, who is the buyer beta? Mohan Lal. Mohan Lal is there beta. And Chote Lal is there because Sohan Lal mar gaya. Mohan Lal said, "Arey Chotu, I'll give you 1 acre. But what will you give me back? Nothing. No consideration, no contract." But Chote Lal said, "I am not giving you anything. Something was given by my papa. Papa kaun hai beta? Sohan Lal." Sir, no sir. For Mohan Lal, consideration is moving from whom beta? Promisee father. Promisee father. Consideration need not move from the party to contract. It can move from the third party also. Chinnaya versus Ramaya. Same case beta. What buyer said to seller son? Chotu, I will give you 1 acre of land. But what will you give me back? Nothing. No consideration, no contract. But Chotu said, I am not giving you anything. Something was given by my father. For you, consideration is not moving from me. It already moved from my father. We discussed this case la, Chinnaya versus Ramaya. Same case la beta. But understanding is very, very important. Step number 1 में क्या लिखना बेटा? Consideration need not move from the party to contract. ये देखो कितना बार आया. Same question बेटा. 19 में आया, 21 में आया, ICA TYK में आया. As it is. बार. देखो क्वेश्चन 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 lines are there. Question itself. In the exam hall, when you come to last line, you will forget the first line. Ekashwar Gajnesh. So here step number 1, provision of the law. Consideration need not move from party to contract. Party to, it can also move from the stranger. So I'm writing Chinnaya versus Ramaya case law also. Step number 1. Step number 2, facts. What was happened? Step number 3. So Chote Lal can file a case. Done. John, what you're looking at? उधर नहीं देखना बेटा, इधर ही देखना. उधर देखे तो कुछ भी नहीं आता, इधर देखे तो 4 मार्क आता. अच्छा बच्चा है, मंचोड़ पिलगड़ विंटेड. जॉन, शुरू करेंगे बेटा. मिस्टर बलवंत. बलवंत ना, बलवंत. देखो बेटा, लिंदी क्वेश्चन. Mr. Balwant, an old man, by registered deed of gift granted certain land property to Mrs. Rima, his daughter. By the terms of the deed, it was stipulated that an annuity of the 20,000 rupees should be paid every year to Mr. Savant, who was his brother. So there was a person called Balwant. किधर लिखेंगे बेटा बलवंत के बारे में? किधर लिखेंगे? बलवंत है ना बेटा. ही इज हैविंग अ ब्रदर. ब्रदर कौन है बेटा? सावंत. दे लाइक ईच अदर बिकॉज दे आर ब्रदर्स. ट्रेडिशनल ब्रदर्स, ओल्ड एज brothers, not nowadays brothers. Nowadays brothers will fight like anything, but older brothers are great relationship. So brother said to his daughter, Balaban said to daughter, daughter, I will give you my whole property. I will give you my whole property. But every month you have to pay 10,000 kitna 20,000 rupees to my brother Savant. Then daughter said, okay papa, you give me property, I will transfer the money to your brother. Then she gave agreement to Balabant brother also, Chacha, every month I will give you 20. Then on the same day, Rima was made a promise to Savant and executed in his favor an agreement to give effect to the stipulation. Miss Rima fails to pay the stipulated sum. So Rima said to Chacha, Savant, every month I will give 20k, but she's not giving 20k. In an action against her Mr. Savant, she contended that since Savant had not furnished any consideration, he has no right of action. So Savant filed a case. Why you not giving me 20k? Then daughter said, whose daughter? Balabant's daughter. Chacha, every month how much I am giving you? 20k. What are you giving me back? Nothing. So it's no consideration, no contract. Then Beti Ushar, Chacha Ded Ushar. Beti, every month you are giving me 20k. I am not giving you anything. Something came from your father. Then Chinnaya versus Ramaya. Same case. I kept nearly. How many stars I kept bit of a Chinnaya versus Ramaya? So many stars. Where is Chinnaya? Chinnaya, where are you, beta? Star, superstar. Star, megastar. आरा एग्जाम में आता वही चाहता बेटा. So will this brother win the case? Yes, because for daughter consideration is not moving from the Savant, it is moving from the Balavant. Then step number 1, consideration need not move from part to contract, it can move from the stranger also. We are writing the Chinnaya versus Ramaya facts also. Then we are writing the facts of the present case. Stranger to contract cannot enforce a contract, but stranger to consideration can enforce. So Rima is not valid, Savant is valid. Then same question beta पर वाला, but names change हो गया. Balabant Savant place लो वो कश्यप आए बेटा. Om Kashyap was a big businessman of Pune city having 2 sons and one married daughter. He decided to gift his house to daughter. For this purpose, he called his lawyer. I think it is different question. For this purpose, he called his lawyer at his house and made a written agreement. For such gift. So he want to give the gift to his property to his daughter. So there is a businessman beta, Om Kashyap. He is having one daughter, 2 sons also. So Kashyap want to transfer his property to daughter. So he's invited the advocate to Kashyap and Kashyap's house, and agreement is written. Let me give my property to my daughter. So agreement was written on the for such gift. The lawyer advised him to get a transfer document properly registered. So we have registered document in the name of the daughter. When they both were going for registration of a document, they met with an accident. Both of them died. Who is died, beta? Advocate and father, Om Kashyap. Later, daughter found the document and claimed the house on the basis of the written agreement. Explain whether she can get the house as a gift under Indian Contract Act. Agreement is written or not written? Written. In favor of daughter. Will daughter win the case? No. Whether agreement is there? Yes. Whether agreement is written? Yes. Whether agreement is registered? Will she win the case? Use the brain if it is available. Unda Kavyamma brain unda paartunnava paadale. Whether agreement is there, whether it is written, whether it is registered. Before going to registration, वो मर गया, पप्पा मर गया, टक्कर हो गया, बेटी बच गया, बेटी 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 cannot enforce, बेटी cannot enforce, आधा, बेटी आधा. Mr. Sanjay Kotari was a big businessman having two sons, one married daughter, decided to gift. Same question बेटा, ये कब आया बेटा? 24 जुलाई में आया, ये 24 जून आरटीपी में आया बेटा. बार बार आ रहा, बहुत बार आ रहा. इसको क्या करना है बेटा? आफ्टर माय क्लास पढ़ना लिखना, बार बार पढ़ना. बोलो, 4 बार पढ़ना, बार बार लिखना, 4 बार लिखना. नहीं है तो 4 अटेम्प्ट्स लिखना. तो राइटिंग 4 टाइम्स इज मैंडेटरी along with attempt. बिफोर अटेम्प्ट वो आपका मर्जी है. बार बार पढ़ना, 4 बार पढ़ना, बार बार लिखना, 4 बार लिखना. क्या आता? ग्रिप आता. किसके ऊपर? सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर. బాగుంది కదా? వైల్ గోయింగ్ టు హోమ్ అనుకుంటూ పోవాలి. बार बार पढ़ना, 4 बार पढ़ना, बार बार लिखना, 4 बार लिखना. बोलो, बार बार पढ़ना, 4 बार पढ़ना. बोलो, बार बार लिखना, 4 बार लिखना. बोलो, नहीं है तो क्या होता बेटा? వైల్ గోయింగ్ టు హాస్టల్, రిపీట్ ఇట్ అండ్ గో. ముద్దుగా ఉంటుంది రోడ్డు మీద. बार बार पढ़ना, 4 बार पढ़ना. What are the next question? Kavyamma. What are the conditions to be fulfilled to make following agreements valid without consideration as per the provisions of the Indian Contract Act 1872? Agreement made based on the natural love and affection. Natural love and affection. With the consideration is required? No. 4 conditions. It must be in writing. Second one, it must be registered. There must be natural love and affection. Fourth one, there must be a relationship. If these 4 conditions are satisfied, even without consideration, there is a valid contract. Next, promise to make time barred date. Consideration required or not required? If it is written, if the agreement is written, agreement is signed by data. Signed by? Yeah. First one, agreements made on account of natural love and affection. So there must be made out of natural love and affection, and there must be near relationship. It must be registered. If it must be in writing, it must be registered. And time barred data, it must be signed by the data, signed by the person. Who is the person? Data. Then consideration is not required. Again, the debt will give the life for how many years? 3 years. Next question beta. Question number 17. Mr. A was running a orphanage. His friend Mr. S, a philanthropist. What is who is philanthropist? Who makes the charities? Who make donations? Who have a lot of money? Who want to donate? Like Ratan Tata. It's a nice gentleman. So Mr. A was running an orphanage. His friend Mr. S, philanthropist, agreed to donate 2 lakhs for treatment of a child who was suffering from cancer. So who was running the orphanage? A. Who is A's friend? Yes. He said, I will make a donation for the cancer treatment of the particular child. 2 lakhs rupees. On emergency, A incurred 1.5 lakhs for treatment of the child. Now, yes, refused to pay the money. Whether A can claim the 1.5 lakh rupees from the yes with different provisions of the Indian Contract Act. We discussed same thing somewhere today. Yedina versus Gori Muhammad. Same, but similar the facts. This question came in the year 2025 January MTP until this year, and also September 2024. It is valid and enforceable. Then clear. Moreover, child does not require any consideration. Clear. Define consideration, state the features. Define consideration and state the characteristics. If define consideration, 2 marks. characteristics लिखे तो 4 mark. But people will get only one of the answer. They'll get 2 marks. और the definition बेटा, ये definition बेटा, when at the desire of the promise or any other person has done or abstained, does or abstains the promises to do such activity or abstains this promise is called as a consideration, 2 mark. And essentials of the consideration बेटा, it must move at the desire of the promiser. It may move from promisee or any other person. It may be executed or executory. It may be past, present or the future. It needn't be adequate. It can be grossly inadequate. And performance of it must be something more than the promise's existing obligation. The performance of what one legally bound to perform is not a consideration. It has to perform something extra. Consideration must be real but not a illusionary. Consideration must not be unlawful, illegal, or opposed to public policy. Then next, state the exceptions to the rule. An agreement without consideration is void. General rule, no consideration, no contract. So ये क्वेश्चन देखो बट कितना बड़ा है देखो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 टाइम्स है बेटा 12 टाइम्स नो कंसिडरेशन नो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नो कंसिडरेशन 12 टाइम्स. So exceptions are there in the following exceptional cases. Even without consideration there is a valid contract. First one, natural love and affection, promise to compensate past voluntary activity, promise to pay time barred debt, gratuitous agency, completed gift, gratuitous bailment and charity does not require any consideration. Only person who is a party to contract can sue. Can stranger to contract sue? Yes, if it's a beneficiary. If it's a to explain the statement and also explain the exceptions. He is asking stranger to contract and stranger to consideration. Generally, stranger to contract cannot sue, but stranger to consideration can sue in case of the trust, in case of family settlement, marriage contracts, assignments, and also the acknowledgements. In case of the covenants running with the land, then and principal and agency. Explain the doctrine of privity of the contract. What is privity of the contract? Private party. No, same question बेटा ऊपर वाला exceptions है ना, same question. Next, A received certain goods from B promising to pay 1 lakh. Later on, A expressed his inability to make the payment. C, who is known to A, makes the payment of 60k to B on behalf of A. बेटा A is there बेटा, A has to pay 1 lakh rupees to B. Clear na? A has to pay 1 lakh rupees to B. So C है ना बेटा, he paid 60k to B on behalf of the A. Then clear na बेटा? Actually who has to pay 1 lakh? A. To whom? B. So A का पास टैक्स चल रहा है बेटा, on behalf of the A. C paid 60k to B. So how much B can recover from A? Super. So however, A was not aware of the payment, so A don't know that C made a 60k. So B now intending to sue A for recovery of the 1 lakh. Discuss. Can B win the case to sue 1 lakh? How much B can recover from A? Only 40k. Actually A obligation 1 lakh. Out of this 1 lakh on behalf of A, C paid already 60. So now A obligation is only 40. So how much B can recover from A? 40, but not a 1 lakh. Then समझ में आया क्वेश्चन? Ramesh promised to pay 50k to his wife Lali so that she can spend the sum on her 30th birthday. Mrs. Lali insisted her husband to make the written agreement if she really loved her, and Ramesh made a written agreement. Registered, not specified. If it is registered, and the agreement was registered, so there was a written agreement is there, and Ramesh is there, Lali is there, wife is there, so it is in writing. If it is registered and there was a near relationship, wife and husband, love is there or not, we don't know ना बेटा, देखेंगे. Love ఉందిరా ఇక్కడ, where is love? Love also there. So even without consideration, it is enforceable or not? Exception beta. So Mr. Ramesh fails to pay the specified amount to his wife Lali. Mrs. Lali wants to file a suit against Ramesh. Where is the love beta if you're filing a case? If you love her, no, you have to compromise. Shashi? And not sleeping in the night time? Starting with someone? Studying law book only every day? Suit against Mr. Ramesh. Uh, Referring to applicable provisions of the Indian contract, advise whether law will succeed. Answer is even without consideration, it is enforceable because it is in writing, it is registered, and there is a natural love and affection. Parties to contract standing in the near relationship. इतना क्वेश्चन से बेटा हो गया. Question number बेटा, do you think we're doing the 42 questions बेटा? Do you think something else will come in the exam beyond this? Frankly speaking, कुछ भी नहीं आता. So brother, Mr. Y has given loan to Mr. G 30 lakhs. Mr. G defaulted the loan on due date and debt become time barred. Debt become, can Y recover again? No, because time barred. After some time, after the time barred data, Mr. G agreed to settle the full amount to Y. Whether acceptance of time barred debt contract is enforceable? Yes, if it is in writing, if it is signed by the Y. Again 3 years life. Two conditions. If it is in writing, if it is signed by the debtor. Then who is the debtor here? G. Enforceable? Yes. If it is in writing, if it is signed. Then A pays 5,000 rupees to B. B promises to deliver him certain quantity of the wheat within a month. In this case, A pays the amount, whereas B merely makes the promise. State the nature of consideration in this situation. Partly executed consideration. Partly executed. Paisa de diya. Price back we have to give in the future. Partly executory. Partly executed consideration. Partly executory consideration. So with this we have done with the scanner. So for this chapter we were seeing the regular lectures with running notes. Then we have revised everything and we did the scanner. If you do these 3 things properly, you are unstoppable. And Mitra mere pyare Deshwasiyo. So tomorrow we'll start with the capacity of the parties. Regular lecture. Next class. Done. Have a great time. Enjoy the day. Prepare well. SG signing off. Take care.